Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Business Studies classes for 12th standard. We are going to start today chapter number 10, that is financial market. And this is our lecture number 1 of this chapter. And in this video, we're going to learn about the concept of financial market and the functions of financial market with your Jerry sir. So let's begin the video. So students, today we are going to start our chapter number 10 of Business Studies for class 12, that is financial market. Now let me tell you what is financial market. Actually, it is not a physical market where you can which you can find in a fixed location. Okay, it is a market of buyers and you can say that savers and borrowers. Now, how the savers and borrowers can deal in financial market? It can be done online also. But the main concept or the main question which arises that what is financial market? How it different from the normal market? So let me tell you one thing. First of all, in society you will find two type of peoples. One who have extra money. What? One who have extra money, or you can say that one who have surplus money. Who have surplus money. It means they have extra money. Okay, just focus on there. One who have extra money, and other peoples who have what? Deficit money. Okay, we are calling deficit unit also. Okay, so now when I'm saying deficit, it means not that they are poor. It means they don't have that much money to get what they want. Like suppose that one person is there who want to purchase a land. Okay, so that piece of land is coming out of rupees 20 lakh. Now he is having 15 lakh, he is lacking of 5 rupees. So that 5 lakh rupees he will take as a loan from the bank or from other financial institution. So that is he is in lacking of 5 lakh rupees. That is I'm saying deficit monies. Okay, now what is financial market? It is a what? Bank, you can say, or you can say what? Financial institution. It can be bank or can be financial market also, you can say here. It can be financial institution through which what happen? Those persons who have extra money, they want to invest their money. What they will do? They will invest their money. Okay, they will invest their money in financial market, and financial market will provide those people who are having lacking of money in order to purchase something and in order to buy something. So they will give them as a loan. So as you can see here, they are saving their money, savers. Okay, and these are borrowers who are taking loans. So they are connecting them. Who? Financial market. So they are working as a link between the savers and borrowers also. So same thing written here also. Just pay attention on the copy on book. Financial market is a link between the savers and borrowers. As I told you, this market transfers money or capital from those who have surplus, it means extra money, to those who are in need of investment. Okay, generally the investors are called surplus units, and the business enterprises who needs money, who taking loan, are called deficit units. Surplus units and deficit units. So financial market transfers money supply from surplus units to deficit units, from surplus units to deficit units. Okay, so financial market act as a link between surplus and deficit units and brings together the borrowers and the lenders. Borrowers means those who are taking loans, and lenders means those who are giving loans. Okay, they are bringing them together. Okay, right now there are mainly two ways through which funds can be allocated. These are bank and financial market. The households who are the surplus units may keep their savings in the banks. Who? Those households which having extra money, those who are earning extra money, they are saving in banks, because we are not doing like this, that whatever money we are earning we are spending all. We are not doing like this. We are saving our money for future uncertainties. Okay, in the bank. So they can submit their money, they can save their money in bank, or sometimes those who have extra money, they can buy securities from capital market also. They have choice, either they can save in bank, either they can buy securities from the capital market. The banks and financial markets both in turn what happen? Lend the funds to the business firms, which is called deficit unit. Now see, when these surplus units which are having extra money, they are investing their money here. So why they are investing? Suppose that if they are investing 1 lakh rupees here, okay, so what in return they want? More than 1 lakh rupees. In return, what they want? More than 1 lakh rupees. It means it maybe they can want 1 lakh 50,000 rupees. Okay, 1 lakh 50,000, or they can get 2 lakh rupees in return. They will get more rupees in return. So how this financial institution give them more rupees? Because whatever money, first they have given 1 lakh rupees to them, no? So this 1 lakh rupees they have given them as a loan to those units. Which units? Deficit units. They have given that 1 lakh rupees as a loan to deficit units at some fixed rate of interest. Okay, so these deficit units when return their loan, so they will give them 2 lakh or something more. Okay, it can be based on the interest rate. Then that they will keep some money as their profit. Okay, and then return back that money to the surplus units like 1.5, or they can give 1,20,000 rupees. So they will get some extra money they have earned, and they have earned more money from deficit units. So in this way they are working. Okay, clear? So the banks and financial markets both in turn lend the funds to the business firms, which is called deficit units. Here they are saying the business firms are what? Deficit units. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now as you can see this figure, just pay attention here. Household sector, banks, financial market, business firms. So here household sector, those who have extra money, they are called surplus units, and those who are in need of money, they are called business firms. They are called deficit units. And the banks and financial markets are working as a competitor of each other. Okay, now this household can save their money in bank also, and this household can invest their money in financial market. Okay, it have choice. Okay, here the risk is more, but profit is also more. Okay, so in this way they can invest, submit their money, or they can deposit their money in banks, or it can invest in their money in financial markets. In return, both banks and financial markets are doing what? They are lending their money to whom? To deficit units. Okay, then you can see this arrow is going back because they have to return this money with the interest amount to bank also and to financial market also, and then they can return that money to household sector. So in this way this financial market is working. Now what are the functions of financial market? So first function of financial market is what? Mobilization of savings and channelizing them into most productive uses. Now financial market act as a link between savers and investors, as I told you already in the meaning, and the financial market transfers savings of savers to most appropriate investment opportunities. Now whatever savers have invested in the financial market, what they are doing, they are investing in other places sometimes, okay, in order to earn more money so that they can return to the saver. So it is what they are doing, they are mobilizing their savings, because nowadays in banks we are getting very less amount of interest. It is around 3 or 3.5. Okay, so if we want more money in less time, so we can invest in the financial market. So it is acting as a, or you can say that it is a link between savers and investors. Okay, then comes facilitate price discovery. Now how did facilitate price discovery? See, price of anything depends on the demand and supply factor. As you know that demand and supply factor, there is a curve where demand curve is there, then supply curve is there, where the both will meet, that we will get the equilibrium point. Okay, and then we can decide the price. So what they are saying, price of anything depends upon the demand and supply factors. Demand and supply of financial assets and securities in financial markets helps in deciding the prices of various financial securities. So it helps to facilitate the price also. It helps in fixing the price with the help of demand and supply factor, because those demand of these financial assets and securities in financial market helps in deciding the prices of various securities. Then comes provide liquidity to financial assets. It means in financial markets what we can do, that we can buy some fixed assets, and we can sold them our assets in order to get the cash. So it can be bought and can be sold easily, so that financial markets provide a platform to convert securities in cash. We can sell when we are in need. Suppose that if we are having surplus money, so we can buy securities. When we are in need of money, so we can sell out these securities in market, this financial market, and we can get in return cash. So they are providing liquidity to financial assets. Then comes reduce the cost of transaction. How they reduce the cost of transaction? Financial markets provide complete information regarding the price, availability, and cost of various financial securities. Without the information, without the proper knowledge of market, you can't invest in the financial market. So if you are entering in the financial market, so it's provide you complete information regarding what is the prices going on of the securities, which type of availability of the shares are there, and the cost of various financial securities. Everything you will be aware of. So investors and companies do not have to spend much on getting this information, as it is readily available in the financial market. Otherwise, if they will not enter in the market and they will try to find out the information regarding this, so they have to find out information separately about each company, so it will take more time and more cost also. So in this way, when we are entering in the financial market, so every information is coming automatically, so it reduce the cost of transaction also. So I will keep it today till here only. So here we have learned today what we have learned: the meaning of financial market, and we have learned the functions of financial market. At last, I just want to say, be safe and God bless you all.